Hi, my name is Melissa Hubbard, and I'm going to walk you through how to export and then import a Microsoft Flow from one environment into another. This is a really handy feature that Microsoft Flow has because if you spent a lot of time creating a flow that has a lot of steps and you want to use it in a different environment, instead of having to recreate it from scratch, you can export it and then import it into the environment you want to use it. So let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to go to My Flows, and I'm going to be exporting this flow that I want to use in another environment. So what I'm going to do is click the ellipse, and I'm going to click Export and then choose Package for the zip file. Here I'm going to name this flow. I'm going to name it Add a Task Button because that's what it does. It creates a new task in a SharePoint list by entering inputs on your mobile device using a flow button, and it's always best practice to add a description, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So under Import Setup, you can either choose that it's an update or that it's going to create as new. So in this instance, I'm going to choose Create as New because this flow does not already exist in the environment that I want to import it in. If it did, I would choose Update. Click Save. And so as you'll see under Related Resources, we have a SharePoint connection. That's because this flow uses SharePoint. Whatever connectors the flow is using, you will see under Related Resource, and when you go to import, you're going to have to choose that connection. So if you do not have access to that connection in the environment you plan on importing it, you will not be successful. I'm going to go ahead and click Export now. I'm going to click Save As. I'm going to save it on my desktop, and you'll see that this unique identifier with the date gets added to the name. Okay, so now that I've exported this flow, I'm going to go ahead and sign out and log into the environment that I want to import it into. I'm going to again go to My Flows. And this time I'm going to choose Import. Now I'm going to click Upload and browse for the zip file. And now it's uploading the package. Alright, so here you can see I have a red exclamation point under the Related Resources for the SharePoint connection, and that's because it's still looking for the connection that was in the other environment. So I'm going to go ahead and click here to select my SharePoint connection in this environment, which is right here. Click Save. I'm going to go ahead and click Import. Alright, so from the green exclamation points, you can tell that we have had success. I'm going to go ahead and open the flow because we still have another step we need to do. Click here, it'll show the inputs have been imported over, and now when I click the action to create an item in SharePoint, you're going to see I have this type mismatch error, and that's because I need to change the site address to the SharePoint site address in this environment. And now I need to choose the task list that I have in this environment that I want to use this flow for. Alright, so now it looks like I'm good to go. I'm going to go ahead and click Update Flow. And we're done.